welcome to my channel. So today I'm going to finally test out all my drugstore makeup, at least some of it that I have. So let's go ahead and test it out. Some of it is, like I said, been viral and all of that. Some of it's brand new. So yeah, I got a lot of new stuff you guys will see in my Walmart haul, which is coming up before this. So everything you see will be tested out and all that. Yeah, so first of all, let's go ahead and do primer, which I don't have a primer, just remember that. I do have a primer, but we don't. Okay, give me one moment. Okay, so we're just gonna go ahead and finish my Maybelline Conceal and Perfect Loreal primer. As you guys see, I don't have that much left, and this is one of the primers that I do enjoy and love and I did repurchase and all that. So we're just gonna go ahead and put this all over and all that. I just remember I didn't have a freaking new primer. Oops. Well, this one's really good, very smoothing, very all that. So I do have a lot of L'Oreal, a lot of CoverGirl, but I am putting some other drugstore makeup in, like some, like I said, the Maybelline one, and then we have but mostly it's L'Oreal and Maybelline that came out with a lot of new stuff that I want to try. So yeah, and then little bits of other drugstore stuff. So this is what the face is looking like. I love this, nice smooth. So I did get the Lifter Plump and Glow foundation. So I got my shade in 112. I heard this is really good for people who have like drier skin and all that and wants a little glow. It's not a very apparently glowy foundation and everything, but it does just give you that glow type within all. So this is the shade. I think for me it does work because a lot of my shades are 112, which is a little bit deep, but we're going to use a damp sponge and we're going to just put this all on my face, and of course I gotta get my mirror so we will see. And I'm just going to take a little bit off the back of my hand and we'll just pat it in. It should work because all my other foundations are 112. And I know L'Oreal or Maybelline tend to have the same shade. So when I blend it out, I don't see a lot of difference. So I'm going to put one more pump and all that, but I do see the glow and everything. Like it's not, like I said, it doesn't look as glowy as I thought it would be. And so like for me, like I said, it has drier skin. I tend to not like very mattifying products, so I feel like this will work really good. Like I said, the shade does not look that bad on me, truthfully. I mean, we'll see at the end, but according to the lighting, doesn't look that bad on me. But I could definitely see the glow. You could definitely see like the glow and everything. And it doesn't look that bad when it comes to the glow. So yeah, I did about 1.5 pumps. I'm not going to really build it up because I'm afraid if I build it up, it's going to be more glowy than it already is. But I like it so far. I will test a lot of this stuff out. You guys know every time I do get new makeup, I always do testing, reviews, all that towards the end when I feel like that I had enough time to get my full thoughts and opinions. So far, yeah. Like, it's not a really full coverage foundation. So, I feel like you can build it up, but I don't feel like it's really that full coverage. I think it's mostly just like, you just like get the glow out of it and a little bit of coverage and all that. So, we'll see. The next thing is the concealer, but I always do liquids, creams, and all that first. So the only cream product I have is from, again, Maybelline, is the Cloud Top Cheek and Lip Mousse. So I'm going to put this on my lips just for now, and we'll see. But then we're going to tap some on my lip. And this is pretty much the color of it right there. So, yeesh, I don't like on my lips. Okay. Yeah. I'm not a big fan of this on my lips. It's, yeah. I can tell I don't like on my lips. It's just not, no. I feel like it's getting like all the creases and everything, and it's a pretty color, but it's not a color that I would use on my lips. So I'm gonna go ahead and take that off. We'll just stick with the cheek. So yeah, we're just gonna stick with the cheek and not really worry about that. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and put a little blush on it. Like I said, it's very pretty when you blend it out. And I'm just going to use one of my stippling brushes that I have and enjoy. So I'm going to take a little bit out of the pan. This is more of a summertime blush. And we're just going to pat some on my hand. And then pat some. Now this is a very bold, apparently pigmented blush. But once I have concealer and all that, I'm sure it won't be as bad. But like I said, it's very like neon pink. But I kind of do like it. I just have to tap some off to get cleanness of it. But once you tap it on, I think it's very pretty. I think it just looked weird because I just got the foundation and this on. But I do kind of like the color. Like I said, it's like almost neon pink. And once I have the rest on, I'm sure it won't look as crazy, but it looks pretty. I do like it. So let's go ahead and get on the powder. So I did get the infallible Hype Up blurring powder, but I'm going to use the lifter lifter concealer. Sorry, the lifter concealer that comes with the foundation, and I got mine in shade 20. I think it's like light ivory, light beige. It's, yeah, a little bit lighter than what I have. So I'm just going to use this, and this will help just blend all that extra neon out. And I'm just going to go ahead and cover some spots that I have. And this is the applicator. It's kind of like a doe foot applicator, but a really very stubby one. So I heard not so good things about the concealer, but I've heard good things about the foundation. So far it's blending out really nicely. Definitely good coverage for me. This is more like a spot concealer type of coverage. And then of course I need the eyes. different brush for underneath the eyes. Kind of like a little fluffy brush. But I think a good underneath the eye is like, I don't feel like it's really creasing. Kind of like underneath the eyes. I mean, it's not really doing that lot of creasing underneath the eyes. Blend out beautifully. Much other stuff. Does it look that drying? Maybe just a little bit drying. Again, I was gonna use this to kind of blend this out. And when you see, like I said, over a little bit, not that bad. Now I've heard that, like I said, the infallible ones are really good and they are supposed to help with stuff. So I'm going to use, so this one I actually bought in store. This one I had to order online because they didn't have the original one. So I'm going to try the pink one underneath my eyes and spots like that and see how this works. Now I'm hoping that this will work a lot good. So I'm going to take one of my poof and we're going to put some in the cap. Ooh, quite a bit goes out. So this is what it looked like. And I'm going to take this and I'm just going to dab a little bit on this, just enough to get right up here. Good. And then we're going to go ahead and get out all the creases because I really don't want any creases for that. So stamp these out. Then we're going to use this. Okay. So heard great things about this. To get a little bit more, but we will see. Ooh, I think it did do a little bit blurring. I think it did a little bit blurring. Wow, okay. I think it did do a little bit blurring. I mean, you can still see the baggy eyes and all that, but it kind of got the little creases away. So I'm definitely going to have to keep trying this. And like I said, I've heard great things. So I'm going to use the original one, try this one all over my face. And we're going to do the same concept. I don't like the fact that there is little holes, and there's only like little holes right here, not all the way around. So that's the only problem I don't like, is that you're going to have to literally like tap a whole bunch out just to get some out. But I'm going to take my big fluffy brush and we're going to go around here. First we're going to do here. And we're going to tap around and get the rest of it. Like I said, I've heard great things about this. Get my other brush I really like using for underneath my eyes, which is somewhere around here. this one. And we're just gonna pretty much wipe away the excess. But other than that, I think I kind of like this. I do kind of understand the blurring effect and everything. So yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to keep playing with this and keep using this. But as you guys can see, I kind of can see the blurring, and it did take down the glow from the foundation. So we will see. So yeah. So far, I am not mad at it. Kind of like it. Okay. So next we have the blushes and the bronzer from CoverGirl. Again, I've heard great things about these. I got the bronzer Caramel Truffle, and I got the blush in Strawberry Drizzle, which I've heard very pigmented and that it needs like, yeah. So this again, very glow, so it will give back the glow that L'Oreal covered up. So look at my bush, and we will do that. Ooh, very powdery. So I'm just gonna use this and bronze up my skin. Ooh, it's kind of glowy. Ooh, I kind of like that. I've heard that this does remind people of Hourglass, and I can see that because I have an Hourglass palette. So this does, I can see it literally reminding people of Hourglass because it does have that marble effect and that glow built into it. But I do like it. It's like definitely just makes me feel like I'm like really glowy and all that. I think this is the lightest one. Yeah. So I like it. I do like it. I feel like it does give me that bronzing glow. Now I know the blush you have to be really careful because it, again, very like highlighting and dark it is. So I have to be careful with that. So let's go ahead and I'm just going to do a little bit of swirl, tap this off, and just kind of, yeah. I am going to go over it with the plain brush, but as you can see, this kind of enhanced the blush. So yeah, I will have to use this on its own. But again, like I said, I can see it being, you know, the Hourglass dupe. But I'm going to take this and just go over it with my blush brush. Because this I like using, especially when it gets too much, or I feel like I have too much on. This does help with that. But as you can see, very like glowy and beautiful. And I actually do like that. So yeah. Okay, and then for highlighter, I just have a regular highlighter, which is my CoverGirl highlighter, which I've had for a long time. It's the Tubular one. Really love it. It's one of my favorite highlighters of all time. Like we do need even more glow, but I do like it. So I'm just gonna put this right here. And once we put like the powder and all that, then it's going to kind of come together, but I think I like it. So far, so good. Okay, next we have, I'm just going to do a simple eye look. So while we're putting this, I have the e.l.f. Lock It Down eyeshadow. I've used this the day before yesterday, and so far, I think I actually do like it. It does come out in a tube like this. But I feel like that this actually does work. And it's, I think it's supposed to be the dupe for like the grip primer. not the grip, the, what's it called? The NYX glue primer they used to have, which I don't have anymore, which really sucks. But yeah, they used to have this gripping one that worked so well for like fallout eyeshadows and fallout ones, and it's supposed to really help keep the eyeshadow on, especially getting like eyeshadows that are like really like grippy, like fallout shadows, like the glitter ones, the sparkling ones. It just like literally, and it does say wait 30 seconds, so it's kind of like remind me of that in the Milani one I have, because I know that is good too, and I've tried it. I put on the eyeshadow and I'm like, stayed on. Okay, so I'm gonna try this, and this one I heard new. It's the Super Fluff Brow Mousse, again by Maybelline. I got my shade in brown, and these are great. I love using these types of brow products, especially when I'm at work and I don't have time to actually do my brows. I love this. You guys know I got my e.l.f. one back. I got my Benefit one back, so I'm hoping that this is good. Brown mousse and all of that. Neon brown. Look, soft, volume up to 24 hours, stiff resistant, flake resistant, and all that. So we will see. Ooh, kind of like that. I don't mind that. Definitely gonna have to use a little fluffer, but this is what it looked like. Give me some color, definitely. Like, you could definitely see color. It looked like I actually had brows. Not bad. Okay. Okay, I can work with it. Not bad. You just have to work into it and just kind of work upwards and get like the brows that is like less it has hardly any color, and then put the rest towards the back, and it looked like you literally have natural brows, like you fill them in, you took that time and all of that, but not bad. Okay, definitely gonna have to keep work with this, but okay, I like it. So we got the eyeshadow, and I did again play with this eyeshadow. This is the e.l.f. eyeshadow in pink cuff something. So what I'm going to use is I'm going to use this, and then I'm going to use my highlighter just to put all over the lid and all that, because I really don't got a new eyeshadow. I just have this liquid eyeshadow. So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to put a little bit on. I did this with my brush, and that really worked out. So I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to put this on and then take one of my brushes and just spread it out and just like fluff it. So yeah. And I'm telling you right now, this is really, really beautiful on its own. Like, I'm telling you, I really do like it. Like, that's just a beautiful one look shadow. They do dry quickly, so you're gonna have to kind of do this quickly, but the effect, yeah, the effect is really good. I'm going to put a little more on this side, but the effect for this is like really good. I really do like it. So yeah, let's put some all over. Once it's all spread out, and then I would take a fluffy brush, clean fluffy one, and just blend this. And like I said, it's kind of like a one look eyeshadow. And you can see how beautiful that is. So this is great for people who want that one look eyeshadow and everything. And what I can do is take this, which of course you guys know the little trick. Take this and just put this in my crease, and it just kind of hypen this up. And yeah, just a little bit of that in the crease. And then I will take my highlighter and put that in the center, and I literally have a beautiful eye look. Love it. And there you go. Okay, so next, last but not least, we have the mascara. If I do mascara, want to do the same spray again is one of the hype of mascara. Now this is a Loreal infallible one that people love, that says that keep your makeup on for the longest time ever. So they do want you, it's like hairspray. So they basically say when you do this, hold your breath, because you will feel like you got hairspray. So here we go. It does smell like hairspray. I'll keep my eyes closed a little bit. But okay, I kind of do like that. Yeah, it's like hairspray. Don't breathe in. Don't breathe in. Don't breathe in. Whew. But I could see that. Yeah, definitely gonna have to play with that, but I could definitely see it looking good. Okay, so let's do this really quick. It is the Maybelline Last Sensational Body Mascara. Again, I have not tried this. This is my first time. Ooh, flimsy. This is what the wand looked like. Not what I expected. Okay. Don't know if I have it still, but I think I probably did throw away. But that's a long one. Okay, let me go ahead and try this. It's one of those dry ones too. Okay. It's like one of the dry mascaras. I don't know if I like this. But it is spreading out my lashes. I feel like it's not really clumping. Like, it's not clumping. I know you guys can see, but it's not really clumping. It just, I don't know. It's really dry. It's like one of those really dry, flimsy ones. No, just like this is just like yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to try this out some more. I mean, it looks okay. I mean, I don't know. I'm gonna definitely try this out some more. Okay, let's do lips last. Okay, so of course you guys know I got the Maybelline one. I've already tried one on my lips, and I think this is the one I did try. Maybe it's soft, I think. But we're gonna go ahead and do this one right here. This is called Out Till 4, and it's one of the brownie ones. And then you guys saw that I got some lip liners. So I got the L'Oreal Blur Filler Lip Liner. I've again already tried one. I'm trying these two. So we could do Mocha Mousse, or we could do Tea Time. will swatch both. And this is the type of tip they have. Oh, I kind of like the mocha mousse. I think it'll look better with that. So we'll do the mocha mousse. And they do glide on beautifully. And they do one of those twist ups. So, yeah. And they do last a long time. Like Lily, I had the other one on the other day, and I'm telling her now. And they do have this nice little blurring effect. So, yeah. So that's what that one looks like. Then these are the satin version. They do have a matte and a satin. I did not get the matte. You guys know I'm not a big fan of the matte formulas. They're just sometimes too drying. So I got the satin one and this one right here. It got a little gloss to it. So but they feel very smooth, very like glidey and all that, which you guys may not like, but I personally like it myself. But yeah. But this is the final look. I will swatch the other one for you guys just in case. But this one I had on, I really do like this one too. They're so pretty. I mean, it makes me want to get back into lipstick but not go overboard when it comes to that. So yeah. But this is my full face using some new products, some Royal products and all that. So far, I'm liking a lot of them. I could definitely see the powder working, the eyebrow working, definitely the lip and the lip liner and the primer from e.l.f. I love these. These are so beautiful, blendable. This is good right here, but a little bit goes a long way, so I would be careful. But I will definitely keep an eye on the foundation and the concealer. And the mascara. These three I still will be testing out. I don't know for sure if I like them or not, but yeah. But that's everything. Hope you guys enjoy the video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, give it a thumbs up, hit the notification bell and all that, and I will see you later. Till then, bye.